Perfect. Okay, so enough of the chit-chatting. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. We've all made it through another week, and the weekend is starting very shortly, hopefully right after this webinar. I'll start by introducing myself. So my name is Suzanne Van Beek, and I am the Pathways and Partnerships Manager here at Toronto School of Management in Toronto City. I am responsible for creating and enhancing our pathway agreements, whereby TSoM graduate students can continue their education at another post-secondary institution. Now, my colleague Simone Saar is joining us today as well. Hi, Simone.
Hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon.
So Simone is working with me at the Academics Pathways Department, and she is in charge of setting up customized study plans for all of you students. So she will be assisting you with your application towards our pathway partner or any other college or university here in Canada. And she will also be coordinating the acceptance of your application with our partner institution. So basically, Simone is there to be looking after you from the very beginning until you are successfully enrolled at your continuous college or university. So just a big clap for Simone because she is truly very helpful to all of our students. We've received many great testimonials. So if you have any questions, either you drop it right now in the chat box, or you can ask her afterwards, or you can even send her an email afterwards. Think about all the questions you're going to ask her, and then she will reply to you very shortly. Please do keep in mind, we are approaching a weekend. So if you're emailing her right now today, later after this webinar, she will try to respond to you. If you don't receive a response, she will be back on Monday morning. Okay, so don't stress about it. Simone will be there to guide you throughout the work week. So today, we will be speaking about the academic pathways opportunities that we offer for our TSoM graduate students. So if you're not currently studying with us, I believe that this info session will also help you, as you'll see how studying with TSoM will open a world of opportunities for you while studying with us, but also especially after graduation. And if you are currently studying with us, well, congratulations, you've made it this far. And after you graduate with TSoM, which I'm very comfortable in that you're all going to successfully graduate with us, I'm sure that this info session will help you to think about your future career, but also your future education here in Canada or worldwide, because we do have a partner that is actually in the UK, so not just in Canada. Okay, so I am going to share my screen with you so everyone can follow me as I go. So just give me 1 second to set this all up. There we go. And let me know whenever you can see my screen. Simone, can you see it?
Yes, we can see, Suzanne.
Perfect. Okay, let me get started. So the benefits of academic pathways is, first of all, that pathway advice and application support. So as I mentioned, Simone will be there to guide you throughout every single step. Not one question is too many. She will be there to support you. Now, the main benefit of all of this is that you transfer course credits that you earned with your TSoM diploma towards our partner's degree. Okay. Secondly, you can gain access to scholarships specifically awarded for TSoM graduate students. If you don't qualify for those under any circumstance, we do have other scholarships as well. So if you don't successfully graduate from TSoM, we will have other opportunities. But more about that later. The info sessions, such as this one, at some point, of course, we're all going to return to campus and you can see us in person. And we will host info sessions in person with a little bit of a snack and a drink. So yeah, we're looking forward to that to welcome you all back at our campus. And last but not least is that postgraduate work permit. Okay, but more about that later. So this is basically an overview of if you're currently studying or you have recently graduated from any of these TSoM programs, these pathway opportunities will be there for you. So for example, if you're currently studying a certificate program at TSoM and you wonder why is the certificate program not mentioned in this slide, that is because currently we don't have an actual pathway set up for our certificate graduates towards our partner's degree. but it doesn't mean that you won't be qualifying for any of the scholarships or any of the transfer credits, right? So if you are currently studying a certificate and let's say you have a bachelor from back home, send us your transcripts, send them all to Simone. She will have a look for you. Other thing to note is if you're currently studying any of the certificates, is you may know that the first few modules of your certificate course at TSoM are leading towards a certain diploma. So look into that, because if you want to qualify for all the transfer credits that we offer or the scholarship, then look into maybe going in, like leading your certificate program into your diploma, and then you actually qualify for the full pathway. Okay. So this is an overview about all the pathway institutions and partners that we will be discussing today. So currently, TSoM has 4 academic pathways partners, which means that any of these programs and partners that you see right now, certain TSoM graduate students will qualify towards a pathway. Okay, so transfer credits, scholarships, postgraduate work permit, etc. If your preferred bachelor or preferred master's or preferred diploma program at any of these partners or other partners, other institutions in Canada, are not included here in this overview, that doesn't mean that we cannot support you. Okay, so if you at the end of the webinar, if you feel like we haven't completely covered any of the opportunities that may seem right to you, do send us your preference of program, your preference of country, anything that you would like to study, because we will help you. We will try to really look into scholarships for you, transfer credits, postgraduate work permit, etc. Okay, so let's get started with the first one. Now, if you're currently studying or have successfully graduated from TSoM's Diploma in Business Administration, Diploma in Digital Business Management, or Diploma in Business Management Co-op, you can continue your education. So make use of these academic pathways towards University Canada West, a Bachelor of Commerce or a Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication. And this is how that works. So the Bachelor of Commerce, just a little bit of background, is basically gives you a broad foundation knowledge of the business right now in the world and its practices. University Canada West is located in Vancouver. So if this is the map from Canada, we're here in Toronto and Vancouver is all the way across the country. So if you decide to join UCW, you will have the perfect opportunity to experience Canada's finest, because Toronto and Vancouver are the most multinational cities in Canada that you can study at. I'm so sorry about that. The Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication is also basically focused on business, but it's a little bit different because it includes media and cultural studies and business alongside theoretical and practical skills. If you've studied TSoM's Business Administration Co-op Diploma and you have successfully graduated from TSoM, okay, that's one very important thing to note, is you will be exempt from 10 courses. So how that works is any bachelor's in Canada is usually consists of 4 years. Sometimes you can do it a little bit quicker in 3.5 years, but it's generally 4 years, which means that 40 courses in those 4 years needs to be covered. Now, because you're exempt from 10 courses, basically means that you can complete your bachelor's in as little as 2.5 to 3 years, which is very fast. So you'll save yourself a lot of time, but you're also going to save yourself in tuition fees. Because you're exempt, your value in savings is going to be $17,000, a little bit more than that even. Now, on top of that, because you've graduated from TSoM and UCW is our partner, you're receiving a pathway award of $5,000 right off the bat, which means that your total savings will be very high. Your total savings will be $22,400. So at the right bottom corner, you see that if you're taking a Bachelor of Commerce degree or a Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication at UCW, instead of paying nearly $70,000, only $47,000 will be remaining in tuition fees. And that will be, of course, it's not a sum that you'll have to pay up front. It is something that can be gradually paid as long as you progress throughout your studies. Now, after graduating from University Canada West, you will be eligible to apply for a full postgraduate work permit of up to 3 years. Okay. Now, The upcoming slides as part of this pathway are very similar to the one that I just discussed about um, the diploma in business administration. Here you can see that the only difference is that instead of only being exempt from 10 courses, now you're exempt from 14 courses. And so only 26 courses will be remaining to complete. Your savings are even higher than if you've studied and graduated from business administration. And so you see at the right that your total savings will be $29,000. And so your tuition fee for the entire bachelor program is only $40,000. And the entire program, one of the main benefits as well of academic pathways is you can do it in less time, as I mentioned, with less, you'll be saving on tuition, but also you'll be getting two credentials. So you're getting your TSoM diploma, but you're also getting a bachelor within 3.5 years. So this is really good for students who are, maybe you already have a bachelor degree from back home, you're coming to Canada, you just want to kind of, excel in your studies, but do it a little bit quicker than actually a 2-year diploma at a college and then a 4-year bachelor. So instead of 6 years, you can now do everything within 3.5 years. Now, this pathway will show the business management diploma. So instead of 10 or 14 courses exempt, now it's 17 courses, so even higher, which means that your total savings will also be higher. It's approximately $34,500. And all the prices here mentioned are in Canadian dollars. So that may be helpful for you to to calculate. And now our best pathway towards University Canada West is if you've successfully graduated from Business Management Co-op Diploma, you'll be exempt from 18 courses. Now, usually the bachelor is 40 courses, so you're almost exempt from half of the entire bachelor degree. So only 22 courses remain to be completed, and your total savings are $36,000, which is more than 50% of the original degree tuition fees. So you can see at the right bottom corner that the entire bachelor will now be $33,000. Okay, so this slide will basically show you a lot of information. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. Basically, what I'm trying to say with this slide is if you successfully graduated from any of those 3 business diploma programs with a minimum cumulative average of a C, you will qualify for transfer credits. But on top of that, there's this condition that in each individual course grade will also have to be a C or higher. So let's say one of the courses that you have completed is business environment. That's one of the TSoM courses, but you haven't actually gotten a grade that was higher than a C or a C. So let's say it's lower than a C. So for example, an E or an F. In that case, we're not going to take away all transfer credits, but let's say you were originally exempt from 14 courses, now you will be exempt from 13 courses, which means that your fee will be a little bit higher, but most likely, I know that you're all excellent students, so most likely you will actually be graduating from TSoM with a C and every individual course with a C, so then there's no issue for you. In case you do have an issue, send Simone your transcript and she will be able to calculate the exact savings for you. Okay, so no panic there. The other pathway as part of TSoM and UCW collaboration is the preparatory course for ACCA examination towards that very high in demand Master of Business Administration MBA. Don't we all want to do an MBA? So the MBA, most of you have heard about it. It's worldwide, high in demand. Basically, an MBA prepares you for leadership on the global stage. So not only within Canada, you will also get case studies at a global perspective. So the preparatory course for ACCA examination is for any of those students who actually would like to take their ACCA exam, right? And so be ACCA qualified. Now, we have 2 options at TSoM to study. It's either you study 9 papers with us, which is approximately 1.5 years, or you study 13 papers with us, which is approximately 2 to 2.5 years. Now, let's assume that you've only done 9 papers with us. In order to progress or to continue your education towards an MBA and actually join the UCW MBA directly, you need to have a bachelor degree. So that could be a bachelor degree from back home or from Canada with a GPA average of 3.0 or better, or it could also be an ACCA accredited undergraduate degree. Now, if you have any questions about what are ACCA accredited undergraduate degrees, do let us know. It's a lot of information right now to share in this very, 60-minute dense webinar. So let us know, and Simone will be able to give you a full list of those accredited undergraduate degrees. Now, this pathway is there. Basically, it doesn't necessarily have any credit savings, but what it means is that students will be exempt from taking the MBA Foundation course. Now, an MBA Foundation course, and I'll get into it a little bit later, is basically there for students who don't qualify for direct admission into MBA because it's a master's degree, and so your GPA needs to have a certain minimum average. Now, if you don't qualify for that, you can do an MBA Foundation course. But if you're actually graduated from TSoM of this preparatory course for ACCA examination, you can just go directly into your UCW MBA. So you don't have to do that foundation course. So you're saving yourself time and money through that. The MBA is 2 years because you won't qualify for any transfer credits. But as I said, there are other benefits that you can take advantage of. And after the MBA, you're again eligible to apply for that 3-year postgraduate work permit. Now, this is where the transfer credits come in very handy, is if you've actually studied and completed the entire 13 papers of ACCA at TSoM, you will be exempt from providing any sort of undergraduate degree. So if you, let's say you don't have a bachelor from back home, this would actually be a better option for you because you'll take the 13 papers of ACCA, you don't need to provide any undergraduate degree, and you can go straight into the MBA. So foundation course is exempted, and on top of that, you'll receive transfer credits. So 3 exempted courses. And you may wonder, what is my total tuition going to be of the entire MBA? Well, normally an MBA is $35,000, but now we will give you a $5,000 GOT scholarship. So instead of $35,000, it becomes $30,000. And you'll be exempt from 3 courses, which is $7,000 of savings. And so your total savings is going to be $12,000, which means that your entire master's degree, a full MBA, can be done for $23,000. Okay, plus on top of that, you will be exempt from that MBA Foundation course. So you're even saving yourself a little bit more. Now, many of you may wonder, if I've studied business at TSoM, do I qualify to go directly into an MBA? The answer is initially, technically, no, because you need an undergraduate degree. Every university in Canada has certain admission requirements. So the MBA, for example, they ask you to have an undergraduate degree unless you have completed the 13 papers of TSoM preparatory course for ACCA examination. But let's say you have an undergraduate degree from back home. In that case, right now, I won't be able to tell you, yes, you do qualify for direct entry into MBA, because we'll have to look at your transcripts and your diploma of your bachelor. If that's the case, send an email at the end of this webinar. We'll give you the email address. Send an email to Simone. She will look into every single grade, into every single background of education that you have successfully completed, and we will be able to let you know if you do qualify for admission into an MBA. Now, this I kind of covered already, but the MBA Foundation is just there for applicants who do not hold all the academic and professional requirements for direct entry into the MBA. So let's say you're sending us your undergraduate degree, but your GPA is a little bit lower than our minimum admission requirements at UCW. We're able to just hook you up with an MBA Foundation program. And now this is the good news, that if you are a business current or graduate student from TSoM, from any of these 3 programs, and you would like to go directly into an MBA, we can give you an exemption of one of the 3 courses as part of the MBA Foundation program. So at least you'll be saving yourself a little bit of tuition, a little bit of credit transfers of $2,300. Now, the other thing that I have to mention is, for all of these pathways, your proof of English will be waived. So you don't have to do IELTS again. Of course, you will, in order to start your program at TSoM, you've probably already went through that, but you'll have to provide some sort of English proficiency test because you do need to meet the English language requirements in order to start at TSoM. But you don't have to do it again whenever you go to UCW. So you're saving yourself quite a bit of time and wasted effort there. Now, our second partner institution is Niagara College Toronto. So, Toronto School of Management and Niagara College Canada, which is actually located in Niagara region, which is in the south of the same province as Toronto is located, Ontario, we have partnered to offer Niagara College's most sought after programs here in the heart of downtown Toronto. So it will be in the same campus at TSoM. We are actually looking into, of course, we don't know if the same campus may be expanded in the near future, but it is going to be very close to each other, right in the heart of downtown Toronto. So Niagara College Toronto, the programs that we currently offer here in Toronto is one undergraduate diploma programs of 2 years, which consist of 4 terms, so 2 terms per year, and that is in business general. Now, the other 3 programs that we offer are graduate certificate programs of 1 year. So we have international business management, human resources management, and hospitality and tourism management. Now, these graduate certificates consist of 2 terms and 1 academic year. Now, in order to start your program at Niagara College Toronto, of course, we have some admission requirements. For the undergraduate program in Business General, it's a high school transcript and graduation diploma. And for our graduate certificate program, so any of those 3, it's a minimum of 2 years of post-secondary studies, but it needs to be at a public institution. So many of you may wonder, oh, I've completed 2 years of diploma at TSoM. Do I now qualify to go directly into a graduate certificate at the graduate level here in Canada? It's higher than the undergraduate level of education in Canada. But the answer is no, it needs to be at a public institution. So for example, if you have completed a 2-year diploma from back home or a bachelor degree from back home, then yes, you will probably qualify, but we'll have to look at your transcripts and your diploma, of course. Now, on top of that, there is a proof of English proficiency waiver. So if you've completed a minimum of a 1-year program at TSoM, you will be exempt from providing proof of English again. Now, one thing that is very important to note is Niagara College Toronto right now, it launched in February this year, February 2021, and we just had our first intake in spring. It started in May, and the second one will be in fall, and then the next one will be in winter. So basically, there's 3 intakes a year, and because we're quite new, we don't really have a very straightforward academic pathways right now. So instead, while we're working on all those transfer credits, and maybe soon in the upcoming months, something will become available. If that's the case, we will send a news blast on social media, on the website, to your email. So Simone will make sure that she actually keeps you informed by email. So if you see that, please reach out to us right away because we are currently working on transfer credits. I cannot tell you what will become available and when exactly, but I can tell you that we are working very hard behind the scenes to make something available. Okay, so what we have right now, which are more opportunities to start Niagara College Toronto programs, is a $3,000 TSoM alumni scholarship. Okay, so if you're an international student and you're currently studying and you have completed a diploma or an advanced diploma program at TSoM, you are able to receive that $3,000 alumni scholarship. Second one is that you will be exempt from proof of English, okay, when you've completed any of those diploma or advanced diploma programs. And thirdly, which is most important for most of our international students who have started their studies here in Canada, is you're eligible to apply for a postgraduate work permit upon the NCT program graduation for up to 3 years. And now this is the length of the postgraduate work permit that you can expect is if you've, let's start at the bottom actually, if you've successfully graduated from a 1-year graduate certificate, so any of those 3 at Niagara College Toronto, you are eligible to apply for a postgraduate work permit of approximately the same duration, so 1 year. Now, if you've done a 2-year undergraduate diploma in business general, you've successfully graduated, you are eligible to apply for a postgraduate work permit of up to 3 years. And now at the top, we can see something a little bit extraordinary because If you're interested in one of the graduate certificates at Niagara College Toronto, but you don't know which one exactly you would like to pick, or you simply want to do two, so for example, hospitality and tourism management and human resources management, you can do that. Of course, it will be two separate programs and two separate application process you have to go through. It's not the same program to be combined, but that would mean that you would have completed two times a 1 year graduate certificate, which will make you eligible to apply for a postgraduate work permit of up to 3 years. A special note here is a postgraduate work permit for any of you who may not be very familiar with the immigration requirements at the IRCC here in Canada, is a postgraduate work permit you can only get once in your life. Okay, so that's why it's very beneficial for students who want to study at the graduate level to take two times a 1 year graduate certificate, because you get that postgraduate work permit for up to 3 years instead of just a 1 year postgraduate work permit. And that would basically be the opportunity that you had in this one lifetime. This is a little overview about the savings of Niagara College Toronto. As I mentioned, it will be a $3,000 savings, and these are the prices that are estimated for this academic year. So from fall 2021 until spring 2022. On top of that, what you can expect is these prices are showing if you paid for the first semester only. So right now we actually have an extra savings for you. That is that if you want to be exempt from paying the split payment fee, you can right away pay for your full academic year. So for your full 2 semesters, and then you will receive a $500 discount on top of your tuition fee. Okay. Um, that was a Niagara College Toronto. You may have a lot of questions about any pathways that may become available, but as I said, we will keep you up to date on news platforms, on social media, on the website. So please make sure that you follow us on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and we are able to provide you with this news blast once it becomes available. Now, the third partner we're going to describe today is Yorkville University. So Yorkville University is also here in Toronto. It's actually quite close to our campus. They do have multiple campuses, but their headquarters is literally just around the corner from our building. So once you've successfully graduated from TSoM in either a diploma in business administration co-op or diploma in business management co-op or non-co-op, you can continue your studies at Yorkville University at a Bachelor of Business Administration with a specialization in project management. Now, why they have chosen for a specialization in project management, and you may actually notice from your home country, it is a very high in demand profession as of now. It's more like a skill to have. So it doesn't mean that if you choose this bachelor that you need to be a manager as a profession. You could be a lot more different um, professions, or you can have a very different career aspect, but it is great because in any business like environment, you will be juggling multiple projects. Such as myself, I'm juggling so many different projects here at Toronto School of Management, same thing for Simone. And so these project management skills are very high in demand for employers because they understand that you're not going to do the same thing from Monday to Friday. You'll have different tasks, you'll have different projects. And so that is basically the fundamentals of this entire bachelor is they are going to teach you how to juggle different projects and actually manage them. Okay, so it's a very interesting bachelor degree. Um, so how does pathways look like is if you've successfully graduated from TSoM at a business administration diploma co-op, you will be exempt from 10 courses towards your Yorkville bachelor. So instead of 4 years for a bachelor, you can now complete it in as little of 2.5 to 3 years. It depends if you want to take a summer break, and of course, it will take a little bit longer. But if you would like to just keep studying throughout your summer months as well, is the bachelor can be completed in as little as 2.5 years. So you'll be exempt from 10 courses, which is a value in savings of over $17,000. And on top of that, Yorkville University has said that for eligible nationalities, they'll be giving you a 25% savings on your entire bachelor degree, which is the equivalent of approximately $13,000. Okay, and it's called a Yorkville bursary for all TSoM graduate students. So it's exclusively for TSoM graduate students. Now we do have a little bit of other scholarships or bursaries available if you're currently from a different nationality, for example, from India, from Bangladesh, from Pakistan. It looks a little bit different, but we are able to help you with that. Okay, so just send us an email, drop it in a chat box. We are able to just provide you with a total tuition savings in total based on your nationality and based on your previous education diploma. Now, after Yorkville Bachelor, you are eligible to apply for that 3-year postgraduate work permit again, and your total savings will be over $30,000, which means instead of paying nearly $70,000 for a full bachelor, you will now only be paying $39,000. Now, if you're currently studying or have graduated from business management diploma, which is 2 years here at TSoM, you will be exempt from 14 courses. So in the end, your bachelor can be completed in as little as 2.5 years, which honestly is unheard of. Any other bachelor degree here in Canada, it's always 4 years. So you're saving yourself a lot of time and also tuitions because of those transfer credits and exemptions. So your entire bachelor degree, you could be saving over 50%, just as with University Canada West, and your total tuition price will be $34,000 instead of nearly $70,000. This slide is just to show again that in order to qualify for each individual transfer credit, so for all of those 10 or 14 courses, you need to have graduated with a minimum cumulative average of a C and no individual course grade lower than a C. But again, send your transcript and any diploma that you have to Simone, and she will be able to calculate the exact tuition fees for you. Now, our final but not least partner is Arden University. So our first three partners, University Canada West, Niagara College Toronto, and Yorkville University are all located here in Canada. Now, Arden University is international, so they're actually located in the UK, in United Kingdom, in Europe. Okay, so if you're interested in actually continuing your education at a Canadian institution because you want to go for that postgraduate work permit and you want to work here and you want to maybe even continue your studies here and actually stay on a study permit within Canada, then these options may not be the right ones for you because in order to have a study permit with the Canadian government or Canadian immigration, IRCC, you actually need to study in Canada. But because these degrees, the Bachelor of Arts in Business and Masters in Data Analytics, is actually given from the UK. It is online though, so you can take it anywhere. But because they're at a UK institution, you won't be able to apply here for a Canadian study permit. Okay, so that's very important to note. But they do have amazing opportunities for students. In case you don't mind to go back to your own home country, or maybe you are actually a domestic student, you're already a permanent resident, then you can stay here in Canada and you can continue online while you stay here with us in Toronto or Vancouver or any other place here in this wonderful country that we're currently located in. So after successfully graduating from TSoM Diploma in Business Management Co-op, you can go to a Bachelor of Arts in Business, or if you've successfully graduated from Diploma in Data Analytics, you can go to a Master's in Data Analytics. So Arden University, as I mentioned, they offer is online degrees, so bachelor's and master's, and distance learning. Honestly, it's great for just permanent residents here or students who don't mind to go back to their back home country for, let's say, a gap year, and they would actually just find time while they're working, find time to also pursue some sort of education at either a bachelor level or a master's level. The Masters of Data Analytics is very interesting because they have 8 different streams. So as you can see on my screen here is if you're interested in very specifically data analytics within a finance enterprise or human resources management industry, you can go for that. So it is up to you, whichever stream you pick. There's also one in project management, and I think we just discussed that project management worldwide right now is very high in demand, especially in Canada. I have seen a very high increase in project management positions, but also in project management skills within any other business like or marketing like position that you may want to find yourself in one day in your future career. So the Bachelor of Arts in Business consists of three levels, actually. It's level 4, which will be the level that you're exempt from. And let me get into the details just one slide later. But level 5 and level 6, you can see here approximately the courses that you'll be taught. It's a lot about managing across cultures, business processes, international management, strategic management. So this is as part of the Bachelor of Arts in Business. Um, and this is what it looks like. So as I said, the level 4 is considered to be the first year, but you'll be exempt from that if you have successfully graduated from the business management diploma at TSoM, which means that only 2 years will be there for you to remain to be completed. And your total tuition price, because of those savings, instead of over 24,000 Canadian dollars, it will be approximately 16,000 Canadian dollars. Because Arden University is located in the UK, even though you'll be studying online, the tuition price will be have to transfer it in UK pound sterling. But of course, we can help you out with extracting the exchange rates on that exact day. And our Arden University representatives will be very happy to guide you throughout the payment requirements. TSoM Diploma in Data Analytics graduates can now continue their education at a Master's in Data Analytics. Of course, there is a UK undergraduate degree required because wherever you are in the world, in order to start your Master's, you need to have done a Bachelor's. Of course, exempt from that one pathway that we just discussed is the ACCA preparatory course towards the MBA at UCW. But other than that, you need to have an undergraduate degree. And because Arden University is in the UK, it will have to be an UK accredited undergraduate degree. You'll be exempt from 3 modules exemption, and as part of the master's, you'll now only have to complete 3 modules and a dissertation. So your total tuition price for the entire online master's in data analytics will be $12,000. So just to put out there, that's a very good price for a master degree. And it will be a UK accredited degree, but of course, anywhere in the world, you will be able to benefit from that. So that is basically in hindsight all the pathway programs that we offer currently, and these are all our 4 partners that we currently have. As I mentioned in the very beginning, is we're constantly enhancing and exploring different pathway opportunities. So you may be looking, let's say you already have kind of your mindset on one of our university partners. We may have a pathway program with transfer credits available soon. Okay, we're constantly developing and exploring other options. So do let us know. Let's say you're not ready to apply right now for any of these partners, but you have a preferred university in mind. Let us know, and Simone will be able to find out if they have any scholarships for you, if they offer, let's say, any transfer credits based on your undergraduate degree that you completed back home. We have honestly unlimited opportunities for you. These are just a few of the very straightforward academic pathways that we offer right now, but we're very happy to explore other options for you. We cannot guarantee credit transfers. We cannot guarantee scholarships to any other universities other than the 4 partners that we have at the moment, but we're very happy to just sit down with a representative from your preferred university, and we can always send your transcript over, and Simone will be able to coordinate with that university if you're eligible for any transfer credits. Okay, now on top of everything that I just spoke about, let's say you are currently not studying with TSoM, or you have studied with TSoM, but you didn't graduate with that minimum cumulative average of a C. So you may not qualify for that very special exclusive TSoM scholarship. However, most of our partners have other scholarships available. So here you can see University Canada West. They have that TSoM Pathway Award of $5,000, but they also have America's Tuition. Now, America's Tuition basically allows a lot of the South American and Latin American students with those nationalities to pay the domestic fee instead of the international fee. Now, those are huge in savings, let me tell you, huge. So if you are from any of the Latin America or South American countries and you're interested in studying at UCW, let Simone know and we will walk you through the exact savings and the exact tuition price per year. And at the end of your entire program, your total tuition fee that you will have to pay for your program. Now, Niagara College Toronto, something very similar is if you don't qualify for TSoM Alumni Scholarship, we have a few other entrance scholarships. So let's say you're from the African continent, you were born and raised there, you have that nationality, you'll be able to apply for that scholarship. So we have numerous opportunities and benefits available outside of these straightforward academic pathways, but it's too much to name right now within this 60-minute webinar. Okay, so the best thing that you can do, let's put Simone to work. Let's send her her transcripts and your diplomas, and let let you all tell her what you prefer to study, which industry you would like to maybe work in one day, and she will look at all the opportunities for you with the highest scholarships and the highest transfer credits. Yorkville University, I think that I mentioned it, but if you don't qualify for that nationality diversity bursary of 25%, we do have additional bursaries available for Indian, Bangladeshi, and Pakistani students, okay? And Arden University as well, they do have some scholarships, not specifically for TSoM students, but there are some that they have posted on their website, and we're very happy just to forward the links to you. I think I covered this all of it. After the great part about academic pathways is that you receive two high standard credentials, so and a diploma, um, a diploma, a full diploma at TSoM, and a bachelor or a master's degree at another Canadian institution. You can complete all of your degrees in less time because you'll be eligible for those transfer credits. You'll become a highly desirable professional in Canada because all the institutions that we work with are really in good standing. They have very high quality and you will enjoy studying there. And you can become eligible for a 1 to 3 year postgraduate work permit here in Canada. So you can study with us. It's basically an open work permit. You can do anything you want after. And you receive those bursary scholarships or grants specifically for TSoM students, and no IELTS required. So you don't have to do your English again, which is probably, which is probably a really nice ease of mind for you. So I have done a lot of the talking, and now I'm actually interested to find out if you have any questions for us, anything at all. I have seen a few of the chat boxes already being filled up. Simone, you can go ahead shortly with sharing the questions, and I'm very happy to answer any of the questions you may have. But one thing that I actually still wanted to do is Simone Saar, so our academic pathways coordinator here at TSoM, she has actually studied with us at TSoM. She has graduated recently, and now she is actually a pathway student. So, Simone, would you mind to, in a few minutes, just to share your experience with all of our students?
Yes, of course. As Susan said, I recently graduated. I graduated this year at TSoM. I studied the Diploma in Business Administration. And I decided to follow myself a pathway. I applied for Yorkville University. So I am currently studying the Bachelor of Business Administration with a specialization in project management. And I got transfer credits, I got scholarship, and it's great because I will be able to complete my second degree in 2 years, only 2 years. So I am very excited about that opportunity. It's great.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Simone. And Simone will probably be testifying as well to this is the application process. I have been an international student. I'm currently a domestic student here in Canada as well. I wasn't born here in Canada, neither was Simone, but we can testify that it may seem very rigorous and very difficult to start, continue your education. The
Yes,
TSoM application process is very short and we're always there to help you. But that same thing applies to all of our partners. If you're worried about another application process, about sharing your transcripts, about asking a university if they have any scholarships, about looking into the best options for you, if you don't have that time or you have no idea where to start, we are there for you to support you. Okay. All of our consultations are free of charge. We do not charge you anything. We are literally here to support you. That is all that Simone and I do. And Simone, of course, will be your first point of contact. But I am here as well, that if you have any questions for me specifically, we're very happy to help you. And Simone can probably testify the application process to Yorkville or any of the other
yes,
institutions. It's so simple, especially because we are helping you. We will go through your transcript, we will go through everything, we will contact a representative for you on your behalf. So any questions you have, let us know and we will do all the talking. If you do prefer to do all the talking yourself, that is fine too, but then in case you run into any issues, do let us know and we're still able to help you even after you have started your program at our partner. Of course, any communication will have to go through the partner, but if you have any questions, we are here still to help you out and show you in the right direction. Okay.
yes.
Perfect. So I'm leaving my screen here is our general landline, so our phone line. If you call this number that is here on my screen, you will talk to someone, the receptionist at Toronto School of Management. So they may not actually be able to transfer your call to academics pathways, so to Simone or myself. So what we recommend you to do is send an email to academic pathways at torontosom.ca. Once you have done that, Simone or I, most likely Simone, we will contact you, we will respond to your email, and we will look into the options. Then, if you would like to speak to one of us one on one on Zoom with video, just like we're doing right now, we can set that up for you as well. We have a calendar that
Yes.
you can pick a specific time slot, and Simone will open up her calendar, and you will be able to just book a pathway consultation and actually go into all the specific details that you would like to study. Okay, so I'm going to leave my screen like that. Simone, would you mind to walk us through any questions that you haven't been able to answer yet?
Yes, we have a question from Lincoln. He is asking how old should be a student?
Okay, so that is a good question, Lincoln. So I'm not sure if you're currently studying at TSoM or not. We do require students to be mature, which means 18 plus. And that's the same thing with all of our pathway programs. So any university or college you're starting, they always have a minimum age requirement of 18. Now, some universities have actually 19, for example, if you want to start a bachelor degree or a master's degree, but that depends on a university. So let's just say in general, it's 18. You need to be an adult, considered to be an adult here in Canada. And other than that, if there's any other specific requirements, we'll be able to tell you based on the university that you're interested in.
We have another question from Ali. He's asking which companies can do internships. He is studying currently data analytics co-op.
Absolutely, Ali. So congratulations with TSoM. I'm very happy that you're joining us. Hopefully, we can all return to campus soon. I'll be very happy to see you in person and probably Simone as well. Of course, depend a little bit on Canada right now. But yeah, I hope to meet you one day in person. So the companies that offer internships. So right now you're speaking with the Academic Pathways Department, which means that we help students after they graduate. So if you have a questions about co-ops, so which internships you may be able to do and which companies we have a co-op contract with, I am going to refer you to our career services department. Okay, so career services, there's a lot of amazing team members there as well, and they will be able to walk you through all the co-op internships that we have currently available. On top of that, if you have a preferred company in mind, let's say you would like to work with, let's say something big, Google. Google does have an office here in Toronto. Of course, no guarantee that you'll be able to find a spot there, but our career services department will help you in the right direction. So they can help you with LinkedIn, your LinkedIn profile. They can help you with your resume. They can help you with your letters towards any company that you would like to do your internship with, and they will assist you throughout the entire process. So very similar to Simone and I, there's some amazing employees there who are very happy to have have a one-to-one conversation with you. So I'm just going to drop this email address for you in the chat box, and then whenever you have a question, if you prefer us to refer you to our lovely ladies at the Career Services Department, we can do that as well. So send an email to us, academicpathways@torontosom.ca. Simone did just send it there in the chat box. So send it to us, and we'll make sure that we actually refer you to Career Services, or you can just send them an email straight away.
We have another question here, Suzanne. This student, he was running late and he missed, I think, the pathway for data analytics. So yes, do we have a pathway for data analytics to Arden University? As far as I've been seeing the pathways for most BA students, yes. He's asking if we have any pathways for McMaster, University of Ottawa, or other different institution, Master of Science degree in
Okay.
these institutions.
So I can definitely help you. So I see that there's indeed like two separate questions. The first one is from Boa. I hope that I pronounced your name correctly. I'm so sorry if I don't. But I see that you're currently enrolled at the Diploma in Cybersecurity at TSoM, and you're going to be starting in September. Now, I see that you're very interested in a Master of Science in Security program. So right now, after cybersecurity, we don't have a straightforward academic pathways. So no transfer credits. Pathway agreement has been signed with any other college or university here in Canada, but that doesn't mean that we can't help you out. So how about if you have any educational background? So let's say you already have an undergraduate degree from back home, send everything to Simone at Academic Pathways at torontosom.ca. We are able to just look into the options for you. One thing that I will have to put out there right away is you're referring to a diploma from cybersecurity at TSoM straight into a master's. Now, that is only possible in general if you have done an undergraduate degree, so a bachelor, because a university, when they offer a master's, you need to have an undergraduate degree in order to start that right away. So just send us your transcripts, your diplomas of anything you've done in the past, high school, bachelor, diploma, anything that you're interested in, maybe a preferred university that you are aware of. Send it to us, and Simone is going to do really good digging. So he's going to spend a couple of hours with looking into options for you. Now, the second question was from Gozda, and that was regarding McMaster, University of Ottawa, or any other Master of Science degree at these universities. So right now, we don't have an academic pathways agreement with McMaster or University of Ottawa, but that doesn't mean that we cannot help you. Okay, so same answer as for any other students. When you have specific details, let's say you have done an undergraduate degree in this and that country from back home, now you're studying data analytics, when you have all those details, send us an email. Because for us to understand where you come from, what sort of educational experience and background do you have, What is your preferred study option? Do you necessarily want to go to university? Do you prefer the province of Ontario, where Toronto is located? Do you prefer British Columbia, where Vancouver is located? Any such details, send to us, and Simone is going to do some really good digging and looking into those options for you, because she's very quick in finding out if such universities have any sort of benefits for international students, if they have a current scholarships which you may be eligible for, if there's any transfer credits for your previous undergraduate degree. So any such questions, send us an email with your educational background. Who are you? What would you like to do? And we're going to help you out.
Exactly.
Boakai, I see that Boakai does have an undergraduate degree, so that's very good news. So again, Boakai, just send it to us. Send us your transcripts, because that is the quickest way for Simone to see
Yes.
exactly what have you studied, how long have you studied, and which topic or stream was your undergraduate degree in. And with that, she will take it to different universities, different colleges, and she's going to see what you may qualify for. Okay, perfect. And you're very welcome, Gosda. Yeah, I'm very happy that everything is clear. As I said, the opportunities are limitless. The presentation of today just consists of, again, the very straightforward academic pathways that we offer, because we have a pathway agreement signed with that partner institution where they have actually approved certain transfer credits and approved a very exclusive TSoM scholarship. But that doesn't mean that there's not other scholarships for other students out there. So if you're currently studying cybersecurity, there will be something, I'm sure, that you can benefit from. It's just not the first thing that I can mention, because we have to know a little bit more about you and what you've previously studied and what your preference is. Okay, so I see that we're 1 minute over time. I don't see any other questions in the chat box. If you do have any other questions, do let Simone know. Academic Pathways at torontosom.ca, and she's going to start your customized study plan. Okay, thanks everyone so much for attending this session. Thank you for taking these 61 minutes out of your day. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I hope that you're going to do something fun. Yeah, and I hope that you and your families are well and safe. And yeah, that we'll hear from you shortly. Honestly, I'm excited to see all of our students on campus. So Simone, thank you so much as well for sharing your experience. We do appreciate it. And yeah, good luck with Yorkville University.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.